Hi, I'm Janelle Nanos, business reporter with the Boston Globe, and this is Bold Types, Conversations with Boston's Business Leaders. Today, we're talking with Ross Chanowski, the founder of Newmarket. So Ross, you reached out to me back in February saying you had a startup that was going to help small businesses navigate their way through the pandemic. Tell me a little bit about Newmarket and what it is and what it does.
Yeah, so earlier in the year, we had an idea that we could open up the funding process for independent businesses to their communities and allow those communities to support the places and the people that they really love. And 9 months later, now we're sitting here and we're able to be in a place that was funded through that process. And it's just an exciting time to know that there are so many people in the Boston area and beyond who really want to get behind independent businesses.
Talk with me a little bit about how your $100, say, towards opening this grocery store will go into the store over the months that follow after it opens.
Yeah, so the way it works is if you put in $100, you can expect to get $120 worth of credits over the course of the year. So we'll send you monthly more credits that go into your account and you can use them over time. For the business owners, they get a chance to use those funds to grow their business, to do the things that they really want and need to do to create these incredible spaces. And what we think is with these credits, it will incentivize customers to come in more often, shop locally, shop independent, whether that's online or in store. And that's a really positive thing for our communities as we find more vibrant spaces and really inclusive and diverse products, businesses, and people in the places that we live.
That's great. When you first reached out to me, you were working with the team at Mamelas, which is an established entity, well-loved Cambridge restaurant that was looking to expand into Brookline. Talk me through that first process. And this was a new thing for you guys too, but it was clearly new for them. How did it go? Because there was a lot of money that they wanted to raise.
Yeah. I'm smiling now.
I remember when you told me the number and I was like, you want to do what?
Yeah, we set a really high goal. And I think what we found is that people are really, really looking to get behind the places that they love.
Yeah.
And it was a great initial proof point. We raised over $180,000 to open up their location in Brookline, which you can now go and visit. And one of the things that's really special that we've heard from the Mamelas team is that some of their funders, their contributors on Newmarket, will be sitting inside the restaurant or outside and point and say, I did this.
Wow.
And what an amazing feeling to have, both as a contributor and as the business, to know that this family of yours being your customers and your community were so integral to your opening and your growth and your day-to-day.
Yeah.
It's not just, I funded this, it's I get to come and enjoy it and I get to use these credits towards the things that I really love.
Talk with me a little bit about why this funding model is especially attractive to small businesses now, because in talking to the owners of some of the Newmarket campaigns, they say it's tough to find, to get the sort of support they need from banks right now. What are you solving for in that space?
Institutional funding can be really difficult for a lot of independent businesses. What we try to do at Newmarket is say there's one metric that really matters. Do you have people that really love and value what you're doing? And at the end of the day, those people are going to be the customers who are coming in or shopping at your store, your business. And so we're just matching those two together and allowing those people to be part of the funding process. So for business owners, that's super attractive, both for the funding purpose and you've got this great pool of early or loyal customers who are a real part of your community from day one. And we're excited about seeing all those people come into where we're sitting right now and
So where are we sitting right now? Tell us a little bit about the space and your role in getting it up and running.
Yeah, we're at Ebo & Co. Grocery,
Okay.
Owned by Alexis,
Yeah.
an amazing community leader and business owner who pre-pandemic was running oyster shucking pop-ups through East Boston Oysters, sort of a legendary Boston experience, and had a dream to open up a community grocery store and so much more in East Boston. And we were fortunate enough to meet Alexis and run a successful campaign that's funded this amazing place where you can get, as Alexis would say, Cheetos, tampons, and caviar, which we're surrounded by right now.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Alexis raised $30,000 in 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Wow.
Absolute whirlwind, an
Yeah.
amazing campaign, and I think a great proof point of how important Alexis is to her community. And after close to 2 years now being really disconnected from the people and the places that we love, it's just so special to have that feeling again come to fruition and be able to sit in it now and know that these doors are going to swing wide open and people can come in and interact and buy some really cool stuff.
That's great. So at this point, I mean, when we first started talking, you launched February.
Yeah.
So you were launched with one company, a really big number, $180,000. But you guys have been on a tear. I mean, I can't even count the number of campaigns you currently have. Tell us where you are now as a company yourself, because you've not only helped these companies launch, but you guys have had significant success yourself, and you're looking to grow.
Yeah, well, we're talking the day before Thanksgiving, so looking forward to one day of rest tomorrow.
At least one that you're giving yourself off. Yeah, that's
exactly. Good. It's been an amazing ride. It is really incredible to be able to sit in and see the impact that these campaigns are having. And we're nearing close to 20 campaigns.
Wow.
We're nearing close to $1 million that have been funded towards independent businesses. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. We're looking forward to 2022, where we can really open up the platform to a lot more independent businesses and see this impact grow. But it's been, we're still a small team. We are very, very close to a lot of people in our community, hopefully everyone in our community, and that's the way we really like it.
Yeah.
We like being close to the business owners that we're supporting and the people who are supporting those businesses. So we're as independent as the businesses that we work with, and we want to keep it that way.
That's great. I mean, while the cameras were being set up here, like 2 other small business owners who are also new market campaigns came in to drop stuff off for Alexis to have for her shop. I mean, it's very clearly that you guys are ingratiated into the small business community here in Boston, and it's really neat to see how that all intersects. I'm curious, how do you identify businesses that are good for new market campaigns? How would somebody who wants to take part in your in your operation, like how do they make the cut? What does a new market campaign look like?
Yeah, well, I'd highly recommend you first follow us on Instagram. We do things pretty differently, as I know you've seen, and we try to make every part of the funding process fun and funky and vibrant in terms of what businesses we can work with. If you are selling directly to your customers, you're probably a good fit. We love businesses that have sort of repeat purchase cycles. So it could be a restaurant, it could be an exercise, a gym, or a yoga studio. Pretty much anything where you have a direct connection to your community.
Yeah.
And we work with every business that we get in contact with to figure out whether they're a right fit for new market. If they're not, we'll recommend other potential funding tools and ways to connect with your community. We're in this to try to support independent businesses and create that great engine around supporting independent businesses. So we try to do whatever it takes to find the right solution, whether it's new market or otherwise. I think independent business owners are some of the most, if not the most, resilient people in the city of Boston right now, or in the state of Massachusetts, and pretty much all over the world. And we've seen some incredible stories of resilience, creativity, and innovation.
So what's next for New Market?
Hopefully a lot. I think we're still a small team that we like to think punches.
You're like 2 full-time, 2 part-time employees, so really small unit.
Yeah. And we're still incredibly independent and looking to grow thoughtfully and based on what we hear and find out from the people that we're serving, being our community, whether it be business owners or their customers. And we've learned so much over our now 8-9 months of being out into the world of what we can do better, what we can do differently, things that we can add, other things we have to subtract. And so for the future, I think it's being able to support more businesses and making our platform and our community more open, more inclusive, more diverse.
So we call this series Bold Types. It's a question I always ask. What does boldness mean to you?
So boldness to us is looking at a difficult situation and saying, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to enter the arena of my choosing. And I think about the stories of Alexis, where we're sitting right now, who was, selling amazing things out of, the trunk of a car. I think of Tyler doing the same with mushrooms. I think about Mamelas deciding to open up a new location during the pandemic. I think of Family Dinner delivering produce all over the region during a difficult time. And I think about, deciding to start Newmarket. There's such a boldness and resiliency and creativity put together. And we're seeing it all around us right now. It's so exciting. And I think we're really thrilled to be supporting that bold mentality to begin again and try something new and follow your dreams during what is this incredibly difficult time. And what a cool job to be able to support people's dreams.